everybody, and welcome to another episode of Between the Sheets here on United Broadcasting Network. I'm Gaye Ann. Don't forget you can call us at 323-524-2599. We have an extremely full house tonight, which the more the merrier. We've got Cheryl Murphy, our in-house psychic medium, in the house tonight.
Hello, everybody. It's been so long.
We have Cara Noble.
Hi, back again.
We have Roxanne, otherwise known as Tristan.
Hello.
We have Mara Shane. Kimberly Sanchez.
Hello there.
Tony on the keyboards. And we have the two most amazing guests. I have known one of them for quite some time now.
Yes.
Yes. And her son actually did my tattoo, or one of my tattoos. And the other one, the other beautiful woman here, is the first time we've met, but they're both extremely talented. Let's welcome Cherie Currie and Brie Darling to Between the Sheets.
Yay!
Thank you.
There is so much estrogen in this room today. But they have a new CD out, Motivator.
Right.
And we'll talk about that. Tony's got some of the songs queued up so we can play throughout the show. I'm addicted to all the songs.
Do we get to dance to them?
If you'd like to, feel free to. What, Tony? We don't need any more music. We're talking now.
No, I'm complaining about the volume in my headphones. It's blasting.
See, it is organic. Nobody cares that we're on the air. It really,
I think I twiddled the right knob, didn't I, sweetheart?
Gives a shit. So, ladies, thank you very much. Thank you, Ken Phillips, who's sitting on the floor, publicist extraordinaire, for bringing these lovely ladies to my show.
Thanks for having us. Yeah,
So
Ken.
let's just start out with, how did you two meet? How did you guys decide you were going to collaborate? Let's start with that little story.
Okay.
You want to start, or you?
Mm-hmm.
you want?
Sure. A couple of years ago, I was working with the band Fanny, back in the late 60s, early 70s.
Wow,
And
yes, I remember Fanny.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
We had them in England.
Okay, that's right. I wasn't there with them. But I started out with June and Jean Millington in the mid-'60s, and then they went on to record, and I did do the last album with them. Anyway, move forward 45 years, and we decided to do another record. And it was just June and Jean and myself, and the record was called Fanny Walked the Earth. And I thought it would be cool to have some of the other women rock and rollers from the time that came before us, that came after this, that we influenced, that influenced us, and have them share this moment with us. And so many of them came forward. Girls from the Bangles, from the Go-Go's, from Ganya Raven, and the other women in Fanny, Patty Quattro and Alice DeBure, who was the other drummer. And then also Cherie Currie from the Runaways. Patty Quattro introduced me to her, and the moment she walked into the room, there was just this thing about her. She has this energy and this presence that is undeniable, and I just wanted to know her more, She gets all shy.
Yeah,
I know she does.
Whenever we do radio interviews, it's because she does it from her house. I do it from mine. I'm always like, oh.
But listen, it's the truth, And then when she sings, it's, the cool thing I love about singers is when you hear somebody with a unique style and a unique voice, you know who's singing, and that's Cherie.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say it was both of you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I totally
love
do.
you.
Yes.
I know, I'm fabulous.
So what happened was, we finished the record, and right before the record was released, Jean, the bass player, Jean Millington, had a stroke. So we were not able to support that record. And I was devastated. I didn't know what to do. But meanwhile, I had met Cherie, and we clicked. And we did have a very similar, past musically and in a lot of other ways, too, And we discovered those things. So we started hanging out. She invited me to play drums on one of their songs on Cherry Bomb for this benefit. And I had a wonderful time. So it kind of just happened naturally. But now this is where she takes over from her perspective.
Well, first of all, this is crazy because in my universe, I was done with the business. I was putting my house up for sale. I had some land up north that I was in escrow for. I was going to build a couple of cabins and chainsaw. I'm a chainsaw carver. Been
she
19
is.
years.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
And I just was going to do that, leave this business behind. I just had it. And but anyway, when they sent me a song called "When We Need Her," and by the way, if you have not bought Fanny Walk the Earth, that is a fantastic record.
Wow.
And I heard this single, "When We Need Her," that Brie had written. I just wanted to know who this vocalist was. It was like, who is this girl? I mean, I live alone. So when I was telling my dogs, Kaylee, Layla, who is this girl? and I mean, I just thought she should be a star. And so, of course, as soon as I got to the studio, I just wanted to meet her. There was, the girls in the Bangles and all
this
these
is the
great
part
people.
where-
But,
This is the part where my eyes roll and go,
yeah, so it was great. And, we had already kind of moved into a mentality, even though I was going to move away, this mentality of doing something together. And we ended up with Gene. We just expedited it quite a bit. And I'm not selling my house, and I'm not moving.
Wow.
Yay!
What about the land? Do you still have the land?
No, I was in escrow, but the thing is that the 2 wells, they didn't work. So
Oh.
therefore, you could,
That was good.
I was smart enough to put that in the.
I
in
went over
escrow.
there and I clogged them up with stuff.
That's
I
smart.
drove out there and I filled them with dirt and rocks.
So the album, so you guys decided to collaborate together. How did you guys work together? Figuring out what the sound you wanted. How did you get the music? I mean, how did that whole process?
It was
which
a learning
fascinates me.
process, and it still is for us. We're going out on tour pretty soon, and that's a wonderful learning process. But we learned together. We figured out what we loved together and how we wanted to work together, and it was a kind of a.
But musically, Dave Darling, her husband, 6-time Grammy-nominated producer, he was the one that was the true backbone of all. Of course, he wrote, and produced and arranged all this amazing music. Because to take these songs that we grew up with and to make them
our own.
unique, that was something only Dave could have done. What a fantastic talent!
Well, that's
he
an
is.
excellent
He's
producer.
really smart.
Yeah.
And he's probably cute too.
I like him
okay.
a lot.
But what I'm saying is, it's hard to do covers, because the thing is, to do a cover is kind of boring.
You don't want to do them like everybody does them. You don't want to
Correct.
sound like, and I'm not putting down bar bands. I've played in a lot of bar bands, but you don't want to sound like a bar band doing
Exactly.
a copy.
Right.
You want to make it feel and sound a little different, and that's where Dave came in with, because he doesn't do that. He brought some new ideas, and that's just out of, first of all, most of the songs we did are by men.
Yeah.
And so we had to change them. The harmonies are different, but they sound similar. The songs are recognizable, but the parts are different. And it's a very... He's really good at what he does, and he's really inventive. And he
You
doesn't
don't get
settle
6
for-
Grammy nominations and not be good.
So which covers did you do? Can you tell us some of the covers you did?
No, it's a secret.
You have to listen to it. I listened to your album
No,
the
we-
entire
you
way
tell us.
over here.
I heard
just
the
saying.
first track. I just didn't hear. I didn't know there was more.
Are you
No,
testing
I
them?
You
listen to
tell us.
everything.
Do you know
and,
them?
And let me tell you, I know exactly what you're both saying is
Thank
because
you.
you don't want to sound, not to put anyone down.
right.
You don't want to sound like a bar band, and that's a little bit what I was kind of like punk rock feel. I was kind of thinking I was going to hear, but I didn't. The sound just sounds so full. It just sounds like there's a lot that Dave put into it.
Right.
And so I know exactly what you're saying, and I was blown away. I mean, because it was just like what you were saying, Cherie, is that they were written by men, and you guys had to change a lot of the words, and it was very familiar, but yet I couldn't pinpoint which song was that, what song was that, and then I would look at the name of the song, but it sounded familiar and it sounded nice. So
You're pretty
just
young
did
too.
great.
I don't think you were born.
I'm
when-
older than you think.
I saw you singing a.
No,
I
she's
think
not.
a
I'm
Stone
in my
song.
40s. I'm older than you
A Stone
think.
song, right?
Hold on.
Live.
We have a caller, and then Tony. After the caller, let's cue up Motivator.
Motivator's amazing.
Oh, it's great.
Thank you.
We love that one.
Hello, caller. Welcome to Between the
Hello.
Sheets. Hello, hello. Who's calling?
This is Gus.
Hi, Gus. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Cherie and Brie.
Hey,
I think you know who I am.
Gus. Oh my goodness, is this Gus Danger?
It sure is.
Hey, Gus, we love you.
I can't believe I got through.
Well, that's great.
Do you have a question,
Looks like
Gus?
it's going to be a great show. It's been a great show so far.
Well, thank you. You know, Gus handles all of our pages, and he's just been great for me. I've
He's
known him
the
for
best.
a couple decades now. Really, a true great guy.
And I've known him for a couple of months, and he is really a great guy.
Hi, Gus. I've been knowing you for a second. You're great.
You're making me blush.
Do you have a question, or you just
You're
wanted
making
to
me blush.
Did you want to give it just a shout out, or do you have a question for the ladies? But I think you know them well.
He's got my home phone number. I know he doesn't have any questions.
Come on, Gus, you got a question, right?
Yeah, I'll let some question. When are you coming to Tucson?
Very, very soon.
Right. Very soon.
As soon
All
as
right.
we possibly can.
And the crazy
I'm
nutty.
looking forward to following. I'm looking forward to following your tour, even though I'll be following it online and stuff. But,
You know what? He's so nutty because
I know it's gonna
he's
be- I
going
know
to
it's gonna
know
be
the
great.
dates before anybody else.
I know.
Gus, you're lying, and that's not okay.
No, you know, Gus, Cherie and I plan on going everywhere in the world.
Right.
So we will be to Tucson as soon as we can. You know, this is just this is our starter tour. Cherie calls it our sea legs tour.
Right.
And this is because we want to get tight. We want it to be magic, and then we're just going to go everywhere we can go. Everywhere our agency will send us, we are there. And,
Well, world, get ready to rock.
we're getting
'Cause
ready.
These gals will rock you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
Thank you,
sweetheart.
Gus. We
Thanks for
love you.
calling in,
Gus.
Gus. Thank you.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Thank you very much for taking my call.
I love you, sweetie.
All right, I'll see you later then.
Thanks, Gus.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Bye. Tony, do we have
Thanks
Motivator?
very much. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sweetie.
Ooh,
I hear it. I like this.
yeah.
I love the way you walk, don't you know you're a cool motivator? Love the way you walk. Love the way you walk. I love the way your eyes shine like an Egyptian ruby. Love the way it shines. Love the way it shines. Shine on. Shine on. Ooh, I love the clothes you wear. They're so mean, they're so fine, they're so handsome. Love the clothes you wear. Love the clothes you wear. I love the broken crown, the one you stole from the king, held for ransom. I love the broken crown. Love the broken crown.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
I'm such a frustrated drummer.
I love the golden cat. You know, the one that you keep in your bedroom.
Oh, yeah, baby.
This is so sexy.
Love the golden cat. Love your golden cat. Yeah, yeah. I love the velvet hat. You know, the one that caused a revolution. Love the velvet hat. Love the velvet hat. I love it. I love it.
All together now.
La 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 la.
Oh, you're all coming on the road with us.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I am slow in. La 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 la. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la. Ooh, eh. La 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 la. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la.
Nice.
Ooh, I love that golden cat.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Definitely
so
our
fun.
favorite.
Thank you, lady.
Okay, number one, that is such a song to fuck by. Just say it.
Yeah, that's good.
Number one. Number two. Okay, we just sung with Cherie, her every darling. Okay,
And you're hired.
CBS
Pay sucks,
so
but you're
long.
hired.
That is an awesome song. Was that the first? So that's the first release from the CD.
Yes, that was
Yes.
the first single.
Wow.
That is so fun.
It's amazing.
And,
I love
you know,
it.
we were talking about, Dave being so influential. And I just have to say, I got to set the record straight that, Cherie comes to the studio freaking prepared, man. She comes, with all guns loaded. She's like, fully prepared and with great ideas and her own take on things. And that is just so cool because what it does is it makes me work really hard. It makes me work up. And I love that. Dave makes me work up. Cherie makes me work up. And
Dave makes you work down.
You have a dirty mind.
Wow.
You still have a dirty mind.
I just got that.
I have to say, nah, he makes me work up, man. And you take that any way you want.
Is that you on the drums? Is that you on the drums?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I got to play drums on the record. We had me and then also my little sister. We had family on this.
that's
which
awesome.
really
So
means
cool.
so much to me. My older brother got to play a solo on Do It Again. And this is the first time that my family and my younger brother got to play some drums on something. It's the first time we've ever gotten to play on the same on a record together because I've made a bunch of records in my career. and all my
Talented musical family. I mean, her sister just killed it on drums. I mean, I just sat back and she's this gal, she's got this long gray hair, beautiful with the long gray hair. And she just lays into those drums like a madman. And it's like I was in awe, totally. I mean, what a musical family. So, yeah, to have her family.
So pretty much you just played with the family.
Yeah.
Her family's on the record too. So
Really?
Yeah, well, singing, yes.
That's awesome.
My sister Sandra, she's singing. Robert Hayes, my ex-husband, he is singing on it as well as Susan Olsen and Allison.
Friends and family.
Yes,
yeah.
Susan Olsen from
The Brady
Bunch.
Sure.
Oh, cool.
She's like truly like my sister.
Awesome.
We've been really close for a lot of years. So yeah.
So I don't want to. I just, I know you said you were from Fanny, but I do want to give Cherie kudos because she was on one of the coolest bands ever, the Runaways.
Oh yeah.
So fun.
Thank you.
So fun.
And we are not queuing up Cherry Bomb, but you are a Cherry Bomb.
Yes, yes.
And they did the movie on the Runaways as well that you were part of. You sort of work with them. Am I correct?
I did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, me and Dakota were really close. We're close on
Was
that
it taken
film,
from
yes.
your book? That
Yes,
you
it
wrote?
was
Yeah.
from my book Neon Angel. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to just give you kudos for that.
Thank you for
Heck
that,
yeah.
Gaye Ann.
You're welcome because that was my generation.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we're the same age, so it doesn't matter. Well, we're all the same age.
Well, thank you for that.
You're
for doing
welcome.
that.
We have another caller, right? Do you mind?
Woohoo!
Hello, welcome to Between the Sheets. What is your name?
Hi,
Hi.
Roz Forte.
Hi, Roz. Do you have
Oh,
a question?
Roz.
Oh,
Hey,
you know
Roz.
her too. Okay.
Hi.
How you
Hi,
doing,
gals.
Roz?
Hey, Roz.
I can't believe I got through. Hi, Cherie. Hi, Brie.
Hey, Roz.
Hi. Hi. How you doing?
We're doing great. Are we going to see you at Chiller next weekend? Are you coming to Chiller?
Excuse me?
Are you coming to Chiller?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Of course I am.
Love it.
Are
I
you
can't wait.
New York or are you from New York or New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Me too. Jersey in the house. What part? You know.
Nutley.
Oh, okay. My cousin lives in Nutley. I was born in Hoboken, raised in North Bergen, and you know I didn't say what exit because I hate when people say that.
That was another language.
Well, it's an East. You don't
Yeah,
have to know.
so I'm looking
It's a
forward.
Jersey thing.
Looking forward to Chiller and the tour. Everyone sounded great singing "Motivator."
Thank you.
Thanks,
Could you hear
Roz.
that? Was that on?
Yeah,
So
it
I
was.
can't
on.
believe I got
know
through.
that. Yeah, love
So good
that.
talking to you.
Well, thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome. Thank
Okay.
you for accepting my call.
You're
See
welcome.
you next week,
We'll-
Cherie
we'll-
and Brie.
We'll see you next weekend,
All right,
sweetie.
Rosie.
All right.
So what's that next weekend?
Okay.
That is the
Okay,
Chiller.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye, love. That's the Chiller convention. That is probably one of the biggest conventions, celebrity signing conventions and concerts.
In Parsippany,
Oh,
New
nice.
Jersey, I think.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
right?
Kevin Clement.
Yep.
He put it together many, many, many moons ago, and he's just done an amazing job.
Yeah, it's huge. It's kind of like Comic-Con, but different. But they have musicians. It's just a really cool, eclectic thing. And if you ever get to New Jersey, you should, honest to God, to go. It's because it's really
Well, they
cool.
do it twice a year, in March and then in October.
Yeah, because you've gone a whole bunch of times, haven't you?
been doing it now since I think just about 15 years, but you can only go once every few years.
Are you guys going to perform?
We are.
Heck
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
We can't not go
I
somewhere and
figured.
not perform.
But speaking of performing,
I love that.
I have 3 dates, and you'll tell me if there's more. I've got Pioneer Town at Pappy and Harriet's.
Right.
Saturday, November 9th.
That sounds fun.
That place is lesbian owned and operated. Then there's something, the LPR in New York on Sunday, November 17th. Is that true, Ken?
LPR.
It says LPR. I don't know. Then it says in Chicago.
La Poisson Rouge.
But we are doing Vamped in
Poisson
Vegas.
Rouge.
That's
Well,
our
I'm
very
getting there.
first.
All
Yeah.
right, so we have November 8th in Las Vegas at Vamped.
Right.
Pioneer Town at Pappy and Harriet's on the 9th.
I hear that's a blast.
Yep, November 15th at Pachago.
Pachogue.
Yeah, that one. It's at the Stereo Garden, that's New York. On the Long Island.
sounds
Long
like fun.
Island. On November 16th, you've got Philly at the Kung Fu
Necktie.
I thought it says something totally different and nasty. It's these old people eyes. The 19th, Ottawa, Canada, at the
Yeah.
Brass Monkey. The 21st, Toronto, Rockpile. Now that sounds nasty. Detroit, the Magic Bag. They were all smoking weed when they named these bars.
I'm telling you.
In Three Oaks, Michigan, the Acorn Theater. Chicago, Illinois, the City Winery. And now back in our hometown, December 5th, buy your tickets. I've posted it. They're going to be at the Whiskey. That is going to be an amazing show. And the Whiskey is amazing.
Yay.
Not to say not to buy any
We're
other
coming.
ones, but the Whiskey you got to go. And December 7th is Costa Mesa at the Tiki Bar.
And the
That's
Tiki
fun.
Bar is a killer place
Is
to
it? I
play.
haven't been
by
there.
the way.
Oh.
Well, she
Yeah.
lives in Orange County.
Come on.
I'm an OC girl.
All
Yeah.
right.
LA and heart.
Nice.
So this is like the beginning of, you're going to just sort of go out there, as you said, sort of do some dates, and then wait a little while, retool, and then maybe go out on a longer tour and maybe all across the United States, or...
No, first of all, we're going to go out there and we're going to kill it.
Well, of course.
There you go. Kill it. Kill it like fire signs.
Well, I call it the Sea Legs tour because Brie is very used to being behind the drums. That's always been her forte, and she is really she's a lead singer, and I wanted her out front with me. So this is kind of new for her, and it's definitely new for me. Sharing a stage, I haven't shared a stage.
We're going to trip over each other.
You guys
No.
you have wireless
just don't
device?
fall off.
Well, that's why we're going to do it at the fucking Magic Bag, okay? If we're gonna do it, these places. These are just like fun little clubs, and I've played a lot of these places already.
Right, obviously.
So, we're just gonna have a lot of fun.
I have this vision. I keep seeing it at night before while I'm falling asleep, and it is awesome. I mean, we're so in tune already.
Yeah.
I just think we're just gonna like rage, and it's gonna be fierce and scary and wonderful.
Well, not to put Cheryl. Cheryl is our medium.
Yeah.
She really is. What are you thinking about this tour?
That's
What
what I
vibe are you getting, sweetheart?
That's what I do. Well, let me just say I watched you guys on YouTube today. you guys are so tight, and your music is such good rock and roll, and soul and R&B feel too. It's very, very grounded energy. So looking at your energy field and of the music, it definitely feels like it builds a momentum. But what I keep hearing are the oldies but goodies type of crowd, right? Where it kind of keeps people keep remembering about how good rock and roll feels, right? And that's the type of people you're going to attract. So it does feel that, I'm sure your second album is somewhere. I mean, have you guys even thought about a second album yet?
We have a 4-album deal. So.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Things keep connecting, and it really does feel a year after year. Really does feel like it picks up pretty quickly for you. So where every year it's something different,
Yeah.
Well, it had to be something. The universe was speaking, because I had my cabin. I mean, honest to God, I was done. I was out the door.
I think the universe was yelling.
Yeah, exactly. I've been there when the universe yells, and you need to listen.
Obviously, yes.
Well,
It will have its way. It will have its way. It allows you to, I just think it's one of the lessons in life. And as we grow older, we want to get it right. So I listened. And
It's
I'm
all
glad
part
I
of
did.
the journey.
Yeah.
And I'm part of that. What are we queued up to now? This is our time.
All right.
Nice.
It's got such an 80s thing, doesn't it?
I love it.
Is a little bit eagerly there?
Did you pick these songs?
We're taking care of the business of a lifetime. Every step, watching for a landmine. Settle in, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. A bumpy ride. So spike up your head and turn up the dial past 10. And we'll be singing, oh, 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 'cause this is our time. Yeah, yeah, this is our time. Yeah, yeah, and now we're singing, oh, 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 oh.
This is like a rehearsal.
What's that?
Started out seeing something to the end. It's hard to get to the places that we've never been. And yeah, I know it's been a long, long ride. Well, it ain't over yet. Turn up our voices past 10, and we'll be singing. Oh, 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 this is our time. Yeah, yeah, 'cause this is our time. Yeah, yeah, now we're singing, oh, 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 oh. No, we never thought of giving in, standing up and fighting for what should have been. No, we never thought of giving in, standing up and fighting for what should have been. No, we never thought of giving in, standing up and fighting for what should have been. No, we never thought of giving in. No. Yeah, yeah, and this is our time. We're not gonna wait here any longer, 'cause this is our time. Yeah, ladies. That thumb just made us
Good job.
That's an anthem.
Thank you.
It is.
I
It
love
is.
that.
Definitely.
Now, are you guys you're going with a live band? Do you have like dancers to dance with you?
Yeah, just us.
Just us. That's good enough. Good enough. Well, we're around. We'll come.
Okay,
We'll
fine.
get on
I'll
stage.
dance with you.
We'll go. We'll be there at the whiskey and doing. I can do this.
We'll be in the cage.
So catchy, really.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really fun song to do, and there you go. See, like the way it started out, and after Cherie came in and brought stuff, and the original idea was something she said during a phone call. You know, we were talking about what we were doing and just the timing, and she said, "This is our time," and I went, "Ding, yeah, let's write this song, girl." And so this is what happened, and it was a collaboration between her and me and Dave. And she brought so many of those cool parts to this, you know.
Yeah, no.
You two are adorable.
Yeah, they are adorable. But the thing that I love about the album, first of all, I love you both, and you're both women, obviously, thank God. But I mean,
Are you sure?
Really, really sure.
Look,
Really sure? Oh no, Brie's definitely a woman.
Well, she's got Dave. I could check on you if you want. If you need a check sometimes. But what I love about the album and all the music, besides that it's anthem and it's very high energy, is it really is an empowering woman album. And it really speaks for me. It speaks to, you know, being proud of being a woman. And
Good.
And I love that you guys have this really great connection.
Yeah.
And it shows in the music.
But not just women. It's like women over 50. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't write us off. Don't write us off.
That's right.
And
That's
what you are doing
absolutely
is
true.
it's powerful and it's strong.
Well, you know what? I'm so glad that you said that, because when I was walking away from this business, and literally, I believed it was done. I mean, I didn't want to go out on tour again. I'd done 5 tours a few years before, and I just felt like it was just over, and that was fine with me. You know, it was nice to let it go. All the resentments and all the blah 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 that we live with as women, we just get so I just decided to let it go. So the thing is for what this taught me is that it is not over. It doesn't matter that I'm turning 60 next month. You know, it's not over. And I still have a lot to offer. And with this girl, I actually get to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's apparent through watching you sing just now together. The passion all over your faces is crazy. I mean, it's like you're having the time of your life.
We are.
So-
You know, it's so odd because, you know, like I started playing music when I was 14, and it feels the same. It just does. I mean, I'm so excited. I'm as excited to do this as I was in my very first band when I was excited to do our first gig.
That's cool. That's awesome.
And
But do you think that it's something like that age gives you a little more privilege? Like you don't give a flying fuck.
Good point.
So true.
I have nothing to lose. It's all gravy now. You know, like
and we've also learned too that, you know what, it doesn't matter how much you worry, doesn't matter how much you pull your hair out, it's going to be what it's going to be. So you might as well just relax and enjoy it. And you know what, there is never going to be a problem too big or something that we can't fix. You know, it's just how we approach the problem or how we deal with the problem in the end, right? That's what happens with age.
Cool. It's so cool.
It's so true. Yeah.
I'm not working towards a career here.
Right.
You know,
Like doing it for the love of it, right?
For the love of it. And listen, I want to do a good second album. I want to do a great third album, but it's all gravy, you know?
It sounds like you'd have almost more fun this go than you would when you were under the stress of
well, the pressure's off.
The pressure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And not only that, you know, I don't know about Brie, but I can only say that, you know, there was a lot of jealousy in the Runaways. It was not a pleasant experience.
bet.
It just wasn't. And we were so young, and we were just becoming women, you know. So all that jealousy and all that angst, and I was scared to death of Lita Ford. I really just thought she was just going to kill me one day. I swear to God. I mean, I would sleep with one eye open if we roomed together. I was horrified. And you know, it was just now I get to be with somebody where we can just be ourselves.
Just jam.
Nobody's going to say no.
Right.
Nobody's going to say no to me, and nobody's going to say no to her.
Exactly.
You know, and we've had people say no in our bands. No, you can't do that. No, I don't want you to do that. No, I don't like that song. And that, you know, it's not rock and roll. Where's your rock and roll integrity? You know, it's
I'll give you a rock and roll.
There you go.
This is such a new experience. It sounds like for like you've been through all these the processes of having people tell you, you know, what you should do or collaborating like that, and now it's the fact that just the two of you.
I'm learning
seems
from
really
Cherie
freeing.
that you know, I'm really glad at this point in my life and in my musical life that I have met her and that I'm working with her and that I'm creating with her, because it's a totally different experience. She's a giver, you know, and that way I can give back instead of always trying to take and get and make sure I get enough. I get to just give, and you know how good that feels. It's awesome. So it's a different world for me now, and I'm happy.
So did you guys feel? Do you start to feel like a creative once you met, like the energy and the creative thing? You're back in the zone, and it's like just you can't sleep at night because all these songs are coming in your head, kind of thing.
You're talking about passion?
I guess I am.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we had to experience so much all at the same time. Am I hogging? Do you want to say something?
No, I'm
Okay.
interested.
You know, we first of all, we didn't know what we were going to do together. We just knew we were going to do something. So we had a lot to figure out. You know, like we knew we were going to do this record, and we knew we were going to do songs that we shared the love of from the late 60s, early 70s, songs that we cut our teeth on.
Right.
But we didn't know how we were going to do them.
Well,
So-
I think the original concept was that she was going to do a few songs solo, and I was going to do a few songs solo, and we back each other up. But the thing is that I didn't see it that way, and it was the Motivator. Actually, that was the song where I really, even though I was told I was just saying lead throughout the whole thing, and I told Dave he was wrong. I said, you know, you've got to put her vocal in that second, and she had done a scratch on it. So I
'Cause
said,
we have a
just
studio at
hear
our
it,
house.
just listen what I hear, and that kind of was the catalyst for us that we knew that. Look, I mean, let's do as many duets as we can.
Yeah,
'Cause
you sound great
That's
together.
awesome.
Yeah, I really
Great
love that.
balance.
I love
Yeah.
how that was your vision and you heard it, and then they saw it, because I love your voices together.
Thank you.
You just
It's
have
great.
that
It's a
deep,
balance.
sultry voice. You have that rock and roll, and you wouldn't think it would go together, but boy,
Because you're young and
they
you don't know.
go together. Like, no, they go together better
Thank
than I
you.
could have ever imagined it going together.
Because all she's used
So
to
I-
listening at 40
I
is this
love,
pop shit.
I love just your
No.
vision and how they were able to see it, and you guys were just on it. Because I loved your album on the way over here.
You know,
Thank
and
you so
Hold
much.
on. I want to play another song. Hold on. Let's do this.
We're
Get
She was in the middle of a thought.
I don't care. It's Get Together.
Love is but a song we sing.
Oh my God, this is so
Great song.
Yeah.
Fears the way we die.
Nice.
You can make the mountains rain or make the angels cry.
You guys don't remember this.
I do remember it.
Though the bird is on the wing
I'm not that young.
and you may not know why.
You guys know this song, don't
We
you?
know the song.
Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
Very good.
Some may come and some may go. We will surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass.
Try to love one another right now.
Nice harmony down low there. Good one, Gaye Ann. Come on. That was you.
Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
That's awesome. Love it.
I love a low harmony.
Awesome.
I love this part. It's beautiful. It's what I love this part.
Ooh, this is good.
This is so beautiful.
I love the violin.
It was awesome seeing these people play. They were just spectacular.
Wow, I haven't heard this for a while.
I'm gonna have to watch you now.
If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. Listen. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. Come on, people now.
Shine on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
Very nice.
I have to say, this is love,
Vibration
love,
in
love
this
all
room.
around. This is
Oh my God, I
amazing.
love it.
And that's what we want. We just want everybody to feel, what we felt. So awesome.
Amazing. I mean, the instrument. Oh my God,
That
you
was
guys.
It was
beautiful.
beautiful.
I mean, I don't think there is like one. I mean, there's not even like one good song. They're all amazing, and I haven't heard all of them, but because Ken just gave me the album. Thanks, Ken. But I have heard those. Amazing.
Thank
you guys.
Thanks,
I
Gaye.
am.
Thank you so much.
I mean, it really. I mean, I've known you for a long time, and I don't know you, but I feel like I've known you forever.
A couple of minutes now.
And that in Italian, that's forever. I love you
Okay,
both.
there.
But I mean, I couldn't be more happier for both of you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
I swear, it's a long time coming for each of you to
Yes.
step out into
Little
your
while,
own.
huh, Cherie?
Well, just a few years.
Yeah,
just a few
Just
years.
a lifetime.
I just hope that it gives people hope that you think it's done and it just it just things happen. If it's not meant to be, it's for you to leave, whether it's a relationship or a job or a dream. You just never give up because that universe is going to have its way.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. It's putting out. I mean, people call it the laws of attraction or whatever. I mean, if you think positively, and you
if you just show up,
you just show up, because you have to believe in yourself. It starts with self-love. First of all, it starts with self-love. You can't get any gratification from anything outside. It starts with what's in your heart and what's in your head and what's in your soul, and whatever taps into that passion is where you follow. And you'll stumble and fall, but it's all part of the journey to get you where you need to be.
boy, have we not skinned ourselves up? I mean, like, it's like, wow. You know, we deserve whatever comes our way, gals.
We
You
do.
know,
Absolutely.
we really
For
do,
sure.
because we have taken the knocks and we keep coming, we keep standing up and we keep fighting, and you know, and that's all that matters, right?
And I don't want to even get next to you when you have your chainsaw. So- But she really does. She does animals. Like I have a bear.
way.
I have a
Animals.
bear.
She
Yeah.
does
Yeah, I have a
people.
bear. Hold on, I'm talking about me now. No, you made me a bear,
Yeah.
and it sits at the front of my entryway, and I go, Cherie Currie. But you've done people, mermaid, you've done everything,
Yeah.
and large scale pieces.
Yeah.
Wait,
Mermaids are like my in sea life. That's
Where,
what
where
my
did
You have
that,
a
where did that
website?
come
Love
from?
that.
Huh?
Where did that come from?
It just was like a natural progression from being a relief carver, which I became.
Was it because you couldn't do legs, though?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, it was a joke.
The mermaid tail. Got it.
That's it. Thank you.
You know, and you're not kidding. I mean, it's, you know, it's. I'm actually doing a cigar store in Indiana. It's my first man now, and I'll tell you, I mean, it's really. You have got to throw caution to the wind, because fear will stop you in your tracks. I mean, it will stop you from even trying.
How big are these?
Look, he has it up.
Huge.
Oh, wow, look.
Yeah, that gal right there.
Look at that.
Yeah, she's 8 feet tall.
Never.
Wow.
And I've got to see
at
them
you.
close
Oh
up,
my
and
gosh.
it's amazing.
Fabulous.
Amazing.
Thank you.
I mean,
Oh
that's so
my
intimidating.
gosh.
It just shows that we've all got so many extraordinary talents.
true.
And maybe until we're older, we don't even discover them. When did you start?
Yeah.
19 years ago.
Wow.
And
That's
again, it
amazing.
just happened to be that I mean, I was.
What did
I
you
was,
pick up a chainsaw and go, I think I want to do this?
Yeah, that's what she
No,
did.
I was going to going to Malibu, and I was going over Canaan Dune Road on the back of a motorcycle, and I just happened to pass a couple of guys chainsaw carving at the side of the road, and I could not get it out of my head. And every morning I woke up, that voice that voice that tells you go back, or you know, you can do. I mean, you know, that voice would not leave me alone. So within about 2 weeks, I went back and I walked into this gallery with these beautiful mermaids and dolphins and seals and bears, of course, but they were just gorgeous. And that voice said, you can do this. And I mean, I was more afraid of the Dremel I was using on the relief carvings I was doing than I was that chainsaw. So, you know.
How do you do detail with a huge saw like that? Do you have little? What do you do to get in there and do the detailing?
Well, I do use the saw more now, about 95% chainsaw, and then I'll use a Dremel and you know, sanding tools, things to get the fine detail.
Well, there's nothing like seeing you live with that chainsaw, I have to say.
Oh, thank you. That's amazing.
Let's do another song.
So impressed.
This one's
Very.
Is this one too bruised?
Oh, good. I love this. Is Brie and Dave wrote this song. It's just amazing. This is when I really knew with her that I better step up my game as a writer, because there was just no way I was going to be able to work. I mean, I had to step up, and this song is just brilliant.
Thank you, Cherie.
I'm letting go, not holding out for one of us to come around. Little knife cuts left us flayed and bare. Be it right or be it wrong, our crossing paths became our cross to bear, and it's taken us down. Goodbye from me to me and you. No, I'm not angry anymore. I'm gonna let you go with love. I only wish the best for you. Me, I'm just too bruised. We took aim, we missed the mark. Let's say we tried exhale and give it up. There's an end to everything you start. nobody's wrong, no one is alright. After 1,000 times, this time has taken us down. Goodbye from me to me and you. Whoever said that life is fair, I guess they must have got it wrong. There is no win left, only lose. And me, I'm just too bruised. This time has taken us down. So goodbye from me to me and you. No, I'm not angry anymore. I'm gonna let you go with love. There is no win left, only lose. Me, I'm just too bruised. From me to me and you. No, I'm not angry anymore. Let you go with love. I only wish the best for you. And me, I'm just too bruised.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Wow.
So Brie,
Thank you.
Brie, with that song, what did you have in mind when writing it?
Yeah, it sounds very personal.
You know, it is. It's written about a real situation, and I know that it sounds like it's written about a love relationship, and it is, but it's not a typical love relationship. It's actually, you know, sometimes when you have somebody in your life and you really want the relationship to work, you know, be it friends or working situation or and those relationships are really important, and you just want it to work, and you try and you try and you try, and at one point it just hurts too much, and you just have to let it go. And
Oh, you're so preaching to the choir right now to me.
you know, you just have to. You just and you. It's not worth being hateful or vengeful. It's just you just got to let it go with love and but let it go, because after a while it becomes very toxic, and it takes you down. And when you start becoming the person that you don't like in the relationship, it's really bad. So that's what the song's about, and it was, you know, very cathartic for me to write that. And Cherie just happened to be there, and I wanted her to hear it, and I sang it to her.
It was like a religious experience for me, because I'm sitting in her office, and she goes, I want something I just wrote, and Dave wrote the music, and so anyway, I'm sitting there on her couch, and I have my eyes closed, and I hear this unbelievable lyric, by the way, goodbye from me to me, from me to you.
Yes.
Goodbye from me to me and you. First of all, I mean, that's just my son's favorite song, too, on the record, because I just literally fell off the couch. All of a sudden, she's singing. I hear the voice. I'm going, God, this girl's good. And I open my eyes, and she's actually singing live to me. Wow. And I just turned around, and I told her, I said, I have just heard a perfect thing. That's how good this song is. And as soon as I left, I called my son, Jake, who's really does not give compliments. He doesn't, you know. He's very honest. And he said, Mom, that is a crossover. That is an unbelievably great song. Yeah.
That's my favorite part of being friends with musicians and writers is I've always loved, and you know, I mean, we're going to the motels tonight, so meet us there at the Canyon, but being and managing people in the industry. I mean, some of the greatest times that I remember is like Martha sitting in my house on my couch, and she grabs one of my guitars. By the way, I have a lot of guitars and a lot of instruments. I play nothing, but I think I do. And she would just sit there out of nowhere, literally, and just
She's awesome.
And just create this song. And literally, as a kid growing up in New Jersey, only fantasizing about this life. I mean, I would sit there and like literally, even if the song was a happy song, literally my tears, because it just gave me something in my soul. And it's like, you know what, if you have a goal and you have a dream, going back to that, if you pursue it, you will get it. You may not get, I may not be a rock and roller, which I always wanted to be, but you may not be the lead singer of a band, but music touches me. And this is how it's supposed to touch me in my life at this moment.
Right. Absolutely. Obviously, you are doing the right thing. Look at these great gals.
Thank you.
Honestly, I mean, you know what? That is something for me, too, because I've lived alone for 20 years, and I do have great friends. I honestly do, and they're all girls. They are.
It is. There's nothing like it.
Yes. Yes.
People say, I call us, we're a circle. We're a circle because it's always around and around, and we're always there for each other, and we've got each other's backs, and there's nothing like girlfriends. There really isn't.
Yeah. Right.
There really isn't. And I just want to say thank you guys for coming on the show. It's an honor.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
so much.
I appreciate this. The album is called Motivator. There's many, many other songs of this caliber on this. I think you're all going to love it. Amazon?
Yeah, or you can get a physical copy through Blue Alon. Or the last time I saw Martha, by the way, was at Chiller.
I know. I saw the picture.
And I actually texted her the other night.
Did
I
you?
said, yes. And I she keeps wanting me to come out to her place in Oregon, which I was going to go because I was going to buy out there. But no, now I'm stuck here 4 hours. Four albums.
I don't want to have to go to
this
Oregon and fill in well.
Good. It's filling the well.
Look, she's not that far from Portland, so when you get booked in Portland, you just drive up the 30.
We're going
and
to.
You'll go. It's amazing.
I've heard
Her
so
house
much
is
about it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Well, would you
too
hug
cold.
her?
I
Hug
will.
her for me.
Hug her like nobody's
Please do.
business. And then what's your guys' website?
Don't know.
Ken?
Yeah, Ken. What is it?
Yeah, I think it's Cherie, Currie, and
You
Brie
know Gus
Darling.
Danger, they called. I mean, he knows all that stuff.
Yes, Gus? Can you
it's
text
actually
us?
J.D. Johnson. I mean, he went by Gus Danger way back,
anyway.
many, many years ago. Yeah, so.
I mean,
If
honestly,
you go to Blue Alon, they have a website there for us, and I think it's Cherie and Brie or Cherie, Currie, and Brie Darling. You can find us pretty easy. You can find us on Facebook,
Instagram,
Cherie, Currie official.
Twitter.
Yeah, Cherie and Brie.
Twitty.
Yeah.
If you look for
I don't
Cherie,
twit.
Currie, and Brie Darling, you can find us, and it'll either be under Cherie and Brie or right.
Oh, hold on.
Here, Ken's gonna come rescue us.
Okay, I've old
You can get the record on any of the streaming, places.
Instagram is Cherie Currie, and just so you know, it's CherieCurrie, and Brie Darling.
See,
and then Twitter is Cherie and Brie.
right.
And then you've found them on Facebook and stuff. But get the album. Support their tour. I mean, they're going to give you a great show. I mean, we just saw part of it, and this is just them fucking around. But I can only imagine. Please support them. Anyone in LA, we will see you at the Whiskey.
Definitely.
Yay.
Definitely whiskey.
So thank you,
Date
ladies.
on that one?
Oh God, now I have to pull it up
Oh,
again.
sorry.
December 4th.
I think it was
or
7th.
The
The 5th. December 5th is the
December
Whiskey.
5th, yes.
So thank you again, ladies.
Thank
I love
you for having us.
I
Thank
love
you, everybody. You guys
so
are just the
much.
bomb,
Thank you for
man.
coming.
We love
Thank
you.
you.
We love you.
Thank
This
you,
was so
girls.
fun. Women
So
are the
inspired.
bomb.
You can
Yes.
come back again.
Okay, fine.
Come back again. I mean, just sit in. What the fuck? Everyone, thanks for joining us on Between the Sheets. We'll be back the first and third Friday of each month.
I mean, this is an hour already. It's gone by.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have to hang out more often.
Yeah,
we do.
Really
Yeah.
do. We'll go, send them over to your house. I'll cook. We're good.
Okay.
You can find us betweenthe-sheets-podcast.com, on Facebook, on Instagram. It's QTE Brat. I don't tweet, but you can go there if you want. I don't say shit on it ever. QTE Brat. Thank you. On the November 1st show, we have comic Jenny McNulty and Tanya Lemons, who are promoting the Power Up Women Music Festival. So join us. Thank you very much. we're as good as you are. So thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Thank you.